month after US President Donald Trump hosted Pakistan's powerful army chief, General Asim Munir, for a rare and private luncheon at the White House, the diplomatic plot now thickens. Now, Pakistan's Deputy Prime Minister, Ishaq Dar, is en route to Washington for a high-level meeting with Secretary of State Marco Rubio. If it goes ahead as planned, this will be the first time a senior civilian leader from Pakistan meets Trump's top diplomat. And that's not all. US State Department spokesperson Tammy Bruce now hints that Prime Minister Shehbaz Sharif himself may visit Washington soon, possibly for a one-on-one with Trump. If that happens, it would mark a full-spectrum diplomatic reboot between the US and Pakistan under Trump's second presidency.
Right there, back, gray suit, yeah, in the glasses, right there.
Thank you so much. First of all, thanks. Your press team shared the detailed response of my question regarding violation of Indus Waters Treaty by India.
Excellent, good.
Your statement says that Pakistan and India, US will encourage direct communication between Pakistan and India to resolve this issue. But I remember President Trump, when he was in Saudi Arabia, he asked Secretary Rubio to invite leadership of Pakistan and India to normalize the relation between the two countries. He, after stopping the war between India and Pakistan, he also offered to mediate on Kashmir. So I was just curious, what are your thoughts that, direct communication on Indian Waters Treaty, but what about Kashmir and the
relation? And then not many questions here make me smile. And we have a lot of good news, and it's I know we talk about the bad news because things need to be fixed, and then you have a focus on it, and then we know how to move forward. And also the fact that, yes, when I say we're going to take a question back and we need more information, you're the proof that, in fact, we do get back to you. And we have Pakistan, who's going to be here for a bilat, and I'll be participating in that, so I'm looking forward to that as well.
One more question. President Trump, on many occasions, he said that he will knock out ISIS, Daesh, from all over the world. We have seen some success in Syria and Iraq. But this group is again organizing in Afghanistan, ISIS, Al-Qaeda,
yes.
TTP, BLA, and many others. So when we are expecting any targeted strikes against these terrorist networks in
Afghanistan? We know, of course, from his first term that he obliterated ISIS. And then we had a 4-year gap where they had opportunities to regenerate themselves. Well, I won't get ahead of the president, but we can all look at his previous performance and his commitment. And very often, of course, that can give us a bit of an idea of how he's going to be moving forward.
The move has ruffled feathers in New Delhi and raised eyebrows in Beijing. From CPEC sabotage fears to cryptocurrency tensions, China sees this shift as more than just symbolic. And for India, it's an unwelcome revival of old worries. Is this realignment, a reset, or just another round of transactional diplomacy? Now, one of Beijing's top concern is the fate of the China-Pakistan Economic Corridor, a $60 billion infrastructure lifeline connecting China to the Arabian Sea via Gwadar port. Analysts say that China fears Washington might attempt to sabotage the corridor or infiltrate its planning, especially now that senior Pakistani officials appear to be warming up to Trump. If successful, it could upend Beijing's access to the Indian Ocean and threaten its strategy to bypass the US-controlled Strait of Malacca. There's also growing anxiety in China's military establishment. Chinese commentators warn that President Trump could use this new friendship to pry into a sensitive military intelligence, especially data related to Chinese fighter jets and weapon systems operated by Pakistani forces during past India-Pakistan conflicts. And it doesn't stop there. Analysts fear Washington may pressure Pakistan to distance itself from Iran, which would undermine China's larger West Asia strategy. As the only nuclear-armed Islamic country, a shift in Pakistan's stance could dramatically change the dynamics in the Muslim world and weaken China's anti-Israel positioning. There's also a new battlefield: digital currency. Some Chinese observers believe the US is courting Islamabad to become a South Asian cryptocurrency hub, a move that could undermine China's digital yuan ambitions and its influence in regional settlements. Energy investments, blockchain platforms, and cross-border settlements could shift away from China's grip, diverting strategic assets from CPEC to Washington's fintech vision. Perhaps the biggest concern for Beijing is trust. For decades, China and Pakistan were considered all-weather friends. But this sudden pivot, first military, now diplomatic, has many in Beijing feeling blindsided. So what does this all mean? In the short term, Washington appears to be making a high-stakes gamble, using Pakistan to counterbalance China, influence the Muslim world, and maybe even gain leverage in South Asia. But in the long term, it's unclear whether this new warmth will hold, especially given Pakistan's historically transactional diplomacy. For China, the message is clear. The era of unshakable iron brotherhood may be over. And for India, a new alignment may just be forming on its western flank. From air bases to algorithms, alliances are shifting. And in this new great game, Pakistan is suddenly back on the board. Bureau Report, India Today Global.